Hi, my name's Duke Rufus. I'm a four-time world champion in kickboxing and Muay Thai. This is my partner, Jason Gladiator Johnson. He's the 1999 World Muay Thai Council Super Heavyweight King's Cup champion. We're here to show you the techniques of Muay Thai and kickboxing. We see a lot of people out there needing a lot of help, and we hope that you can learn a lot more from our video series. We thank you for having us train you on this series. What we're going to be working on are the defenses of kicks. Very important. If you do not know how to defend against kicks, they can defeat the best fighter of any discipline. The kicks are the hardest to defend against because the biggest muscles of your body, and most of the time in most of the fighting disciplines, the legs are very unprotected. The fist is protected. The legs most of the time are not protected, and they can do so much more damage. So you have to be ready to counter all the way from middle to head to low kicks. I've seen many great fighters get defeated because they could not defend the low kick. What we're going to work on is defending either the low kick with the shin or the foot. What we're doing, starting out in a good quality stance, keeping the hands up. First, determining what part of your leg you're going to block with. You're blocking with your shin bone. But the problem is to understand what part of your shin bone. Many people are blocking with the wrong part. I don't want to block down here by my ankle or my instep. The hardest part of my shin is the 6 inches below my knee, near the calf. I want to block here. Not here, you'll get bruises and hurt yourself. When we're blocking a low kick, I don't want to bring my leg up any higher than I need to on the low kick. Very important. I'm keeping my hands up when I block, just picking the leg up. Very important with my other leg, that's my base, my strength. Block, pick the leg up. Not very high. Don't lean when you block. You don't want to lean when you block. Just pick the kick off with your leg. Your other leg is strong. Pick the kick off and down. Pick that leg up and down. Very importantly is determining what kick we're defending against. There's a few different types of low kicks, especially with the right leg. To understand this block, it's not a very high block. Jason's in his stance. We're going to show you where he's aiming for. He's aiming right above the knee. Right here, there's a pressure point that hurts when you get hit. Here you got to understand, on Jason's leg, this is where all his muscle is. This is where the armor is on his leg. The nerves and pressure points are here and up here. What we're working on is the low line low kick. So he's trying to kick. Here's the kick, what it looks like if I don't block it. Oh, he buckles me. Many of good fighters, especially in Ultimate Fighting Championships, get shot by this. The low line again, it buckles me. So when he kicks, I'm kicking, I just pick it off, nice and easy. What I'm doing is turning my leg out slightly and picking it up, not too much. The trick here, you don't let your leg bounce. He kicks at me lightly, I don't want to bounce, I have to hold strong. I hold my leg in position and pick right here. Picking it off and boom, nice and easy, picking it up. Okay, nice and easy, picking it off. Right here, it's a low line kick and picking it off. Very strong part of my shin here. I don't want to pick it up too high because here's what happens. I get buckled or I hurt the lower part of my leg. You want to go nice and easy, don't lean, pick it off. Nice and easy. Now we're going to work on defensing the higher low kick. We just make a minor adjustment in our stance. Before we were picking off the low line, I don't move my body too much. All I do is pick that leg up a little higher. I don't want to drop my arms, move my body. The more I move my body, the slower my leg comes up. I'm just picking it off with my leg. Pick it off with the leg. Keeping this bottom leg stiff and hard when I block. Pick it off, strong leg. Pick it off, right back to your stance. Jason's going to come in and show us. He's stepping, swinging the kick. Just pick it off, nice leg. Pick it up and nice kick. Pick it up and kick. Pick it up and kick. Nice and easy. We'll show from another angle. And pick it up and kick. Pick it up and kick. And that's our block there. Now we're going to work on checking or blocking a higher kick, possibly the hip kick or rib kick, the middle kick. What we're doing, real easy, just pick that leg up. Notice I don't lean my upper body at all. Leg just comes up right away. You have to bring the leg up right away to pick it off. You don't want to lean or turn. Leg comes up, pick it up. The faster you get the leg up, you can block. You don't want to swoop or swing. Again, just picking it up. Boom, nice and easy. Again, see how it looks? You just pick it up. Pick it up. Nice and easy, picking that leg off. Jason will come into the shop. He makes a middle kick at me. I just, boom, pick it up nice and easy. Boom, picking it up nice and easy. See, I just pick it off. I don't want to swing out because if he kicks at me, he catches me. I'm too slow. Watch again. I don't want to reach out or lean on my kick. If he catches me, just pop right away. If he kicks higher, I go up on the ball of my foot. See, I go up on the ball. Boom, up to pick it up, and picking that kick off nice and easy. He goes again. And kicks higher, picking it up. He kicks at me. If I can't miss, catch it with the knee, I catch it right here on the arm. Again, he gets higher. I keep that arm up just in case. I just don't lean. He kicks, boom. Try and catch it with both arms a little bit higher. Very important, we're going to be defending against the inside leg kick. Very dangerous area to get kicked if you do not know how to defend. There's no muscle or armor in the inside of our legs to protect against low kicks. So we have to pick those kicks off. And another thing, when you are blocking, it's very painful to the attacker. When you're blocking them hard, that's what will stop them from attacking you. A common mistake I see in the United States is that a lot of guys are blocking with the wrong part of their leg. They're blocking lower. You need to block with the upper part of your leg. That's where your shin bone is the hardest. That's what's going to hurt your opponent when they kick at you. Through my travels with some of the trainers in Thailand and the champion fighters, they all build up their strength on the top of their shin. The lower shin is fragile, and you can hurt it. You block with the top of the shin. That's where your shin bone is the most dense. What we're going to work on again, Jason, we're going to pick off the inside kick. He's trying to kick here to the inside and catch me. See, if he catches me strong, look what happens. He kicks my leg out. Or if I do stay there, very painful. He's kicking me. They're going to hurt. Very painful. What I do here is I check the kick off. Catch it with the top of my leg. He kicks in. He kicks in, and I catch him. Very important, though, is this block. When I'm blocking, I've got to protect both legs. If he tries to reach to my other leg, and I don't block far enough, he can catch me. Watch what I do. I block across both legs. I block across and turn that leg down. See, I'm bouncing his leg back. Block and block strong. When you block them strong, especially fighting without pads, you're going to stop them from doing the low kicks to you. Very important, and especially the distance. We'll switch our sides here. This is a great block to use when we're farther away. When they kick close, we don't use it as much. He's farther away, we kick him off. Especially we can catch his foot, very painful. And turn it down a little higher. And catch it right there. You can catch him, and boom, kick. Nice and easy. Real short motion, don't lean. Just pick it off and block. Right back to your stance. That's our inside block. Very important is to know how to block at the right ranges and as well with both legs. We're going to work on blocking with our back leg. Again, another problem I see, most people only concentrate on blocking with their front leg, as sometimes you're not going to be able to pick them off with your front leg when they're too close. You need to pick your back leg up and block. Very important, if you watch my back leg or any of my blocks, they don't come straight up. What they do is move into their range of motion so they don't have room to kick. I don't want to wait back here because when he's at the end of his range of motion, I'll get knocked over. I jam their range of motion. I move inside. Now they can't generate the maximum power on the low kick. I move inside their range of motion. Watching Jason and I, he's in close, he steps to low kick. See where I picked him off? Inside his range of motion. He steps, what I don't want to do, he steps and knocks me back, you see? Or if I don't have room to block, he steps. See how I'm at the end of his range of motion. Very important, I move inside. I never gave him a chance to get off. On the right low kick, the same thing. See where I get my block? Out. Don't lay back. If I lay back, he'll knock me over. You see? Or he kicks faster. I won't have time to block. But now look where I block. Out. Block out. Not back here. Because if he kicks, I don't have room to block. You have to intercept with your block. See? Same thing here. Just don't pick it straight up. He got me. I'm off balance. Look where I block. Out. I block. Out. Don't let them come in. You have to get the block out in front of you in a strong stance. Let's get back to that rear leg block just to go back to the detail. He kicks at me. Again, I don't want to lean. I'm strong with my stance. I'm picking it off again with the hard part of my shin. Very important is getting the leg up quick. Don't wait. If he steps, it's too late to block. You see that? He'll kick fast. As soon as I see him step, I'm up. He steps, I'm up. That's my key. Whenever someone's fighting, when I step, Jason gets ready to block. You see, that's his key. He knows it. Watch this step. This is your key. This is the low kick read. When I'm stepping in, diving, you know automatically here comes your kick. You don't want to wait until now you're going to get kicked. The key, as soon as Jason steps, I block. That's how I see the kick coming. You don't want to wait. That's your key to read, especially on this. Plus, when you're fighting southpaws, you're going to be defending against their back leg. When they're close, he kicks at me. That's the block I use, Lord. He kicks. That's how I pick them off. When we're left-handed and right-handed, watch him there. When you fight a lefty, you have to master this block. You pick them off. You pick them off. But again, you bring that leg forward and anticipate from the step. Now we're going to work on evading the low kick. Sometimes you don't want to block. You've got your opponent frustrated, or to frustrate them, you move your leg. When they're kicking, what we're going to work on against the inside kick is to pull your front leg out and back. I'm in my stance on the ball of my foot. The speed here is in the hip. They're trying to kick you hard. Pull back and right back into stance. Pull back and right back into your stance. They're trying to catch you. Pull back, right back into your stance. This is good to make someone miss, and then you can come back and follow with something strong. Jason's here in his stance. He's trying to inside kick me. He tries to inside, I pull back. He tries to inside, pull back. Inside, come in. Inside, and pull back. As you get better with this move, watch how I can do it. I can duck back a little bit as you get more comfortable. Try and catch me. See, inside, pull back. See, as we do that, sometimes you're faking him, and he tries to kick, and you're back in. You see? He tries to hit, and back. Pulling that hip. See how I slide that foot. You got to be light on the foot. Light. Getting it out of there. He kicks at me, and getting it out. Kick, and out. That's how we evade the inside kick. We just worked on the left inside evasion. Now we're working on the right outside evasion. It's a little bit different. On the left, they're closer to me with their left leg. It's an easier evasion to get away. On the right kick, they're coming at me. They're gaining more distance. So what I have to do here is step back with my right foot, pull my right out of there to evade the kick. So again, I step back because they're gaining more distance coming at me, pull my leg out. So the trick here is snapping that hip, drag the ball to foot. Jason comes over, kicks me. He's coming at me with the right kick. I step back and pull. Again, different. When he kicked at me with the left, it was easy to pull out. But now when he kicks at me with the right, I can't pull out because he'll still catch me. You see, he kicks, he still catches me. I don't have enough room to get out. I need to take the step first. He kicks at me, step, evade. You see that? Step and evade. Step and evade. You see, we'll take that again. You're stepping out and sliding up and evade the kick. Step and evade the kick. And that's it on our evasion. Step first, though, on the right leg. Why? Why? It's a distance game. Very importantly, when they kick with their left, they don't gain that much reach. When he kicks with his right, he turns all the way he's coming. His leg stretches a lot farther, and that's why we have to be cognizant of that, and that's why I'm getting away kick. You see? Taking that evasion with the right low kick. Now on the left, long low kick, we worked on blocking with our rear leg. This is one kick we can't evade. When we're close range, he steps at me hard. I have no room to go. He's going to catch me on the way out. I don't want to be there. If anything, instead of evading, I'd rather stay or move in. If I can, sometimes I can even push in on that kick. If he's too close, push in to keep him off. But do not go backwards, because now I walk right into his boom, his range. He's going to kick harder. Staying close. The closer I stay to my opponent, the less power they have with low kicks. If I stay too far away, he can rock me with those kicks. But we can't evade that, but the only other thing we could do is if they come hard, push. Again, using those hands. That's important about Muay Thai. Before we use the block, we're taking it up, we use the block. If we don't have time to block, he's kicking hard, push. You see that? But don't move back. If you can't block, you can then push. Push them back. All right? But don't do the evasion. Now another way to stop a low kick once in a while, a little trick you can use, if you see that they're taking a big wind up, you're in your stance, you pick it up and you pick them off on their hip as they kick. You're picking the leg up and they run right into your leg. You catch them right on the hip if they're a big wind up. Pop them. You're trying to use the heel and the bottom of your foot. You catch them. This isn't a primary defense, but a trick. You catch them once in a while, especially if you want to throw them off guard. Watching how we pick it up, he steps in hard, I just catch him on the leg. Step, catch him. He steps in, catch him. Step in, catch him. And you pop that hip, and you try and push slightly. It's not a big wind up. You're not trying to kill him, just pop him on the kick. Pop him. Pop him right on the hip. Pop him right on the hip. Take your time. Pop. Boom, and kick. Up, and kick. As you can see, he's starting to move a little slower. They just don't look hard, but what you're doing is driving your heel into their kick, and that's what causes the pain. His leg runs into my push kick. What we're going to do is slow this kick down a little bit more to make sure that you understand how this works. What's happening, Jason, he's taking a big step into me. And that's right when you want to catch his leg. Basically, you're just putting that leg out. What you have to do is have a strong stance. Pick your knee up slightly, push your leg out. Extend your leg. Don't just leave it out there because he'll kick right through me. What you have to do is push your leg at him. You got to bounce him back and extend. And again, lean back slightly. That's what gives my leg even more reach. If I don't lean, that's how far my leg goes. When I lean, see how far I go. I can push him back. So again, you lean and push, and you can really drive that kick in there. The main thing is you don't want to step before you do this. Biggest thing. If I'm stepping, I'm getting kicked. See? He's got me. Foot speed. Leg up right away. Don't step before you do the push kick. Don't bring your feet together because he's kicked me already. I just got to pick it up and catch him. All right? Do not bring the feet together ever. One other element to defend the higher low kicks, the hip of the high-low kicks, you can use a grab. The grab we use when we don't respect our opponent's power with the low kick. If you feel they're not strong or they're kicking higher, what happens here, he kicks at my low kick. I step out and grab it. From here, I want to push him back. When he kicks, I swoop down and pick it up. From here, later, we'll teach you the counters. I can punch. I can kick. I could swing his leg and kick him. I could knee, a lot of different things off of this that I can do. But very importantly is the defense first. I got to swoop. See how I get around him. What we worked on earlier, the sidestepping, it's similar. I don't want to move straight back because I'm right in his power. I have to move around him and push, you see? So again, we'll take it from this angle. I have to move around him and push. And as I push, I keep this hand up in front of my face. The worst thing you want to do is grab a hold of him, keep my hand down, and get hit, or get elbowed, punched or elbowed. So when I step, I swoop. See, you can't hit me, and I've got a hold of him and grabbing that leg tightly. We wouldn't do that from the opposite side, though. You can't grab from this side because it's right here in range. His elbow can hit me, or he can punch me very easily. And he's kicking across the front of my body. We'll show you that again. You do not want to grab on this side because it's going to be too painful. He kicks. He's across the front of my body. See the position I'm in? You don't want to grab from that side at all. Only the front leg and low kick grab. Now we're going to work on defending the middle kicks. We work on defending the middle kicks a little slightly different than the low kicks. Once in a while we can pick that knee up, but for the higher middle kicks we need to pick them off with our arms. What this looks like when he's throwing the right middle kick is I'm stepping in, jamming. I do not want to stay back. If I stay back, I will be at the end of his kick. This is the worst thing to do. Kick. See, I get moved. Same as the low kick block, I have to eliminate his swing and range of motion. As he kicks, see, I eliminate his swing. If I stay back, I'm at the end of his swing. I move in. What I do is place my left glove right next to my temple and the elbow, and the right glove crosses over and hooks a little on his leg, and I'm pushing him back. I step in and block. And that's how I take the shin. You don't want to block with one arm in the Muay Thai kicks because he's going to pop my arm. Watch here. I block with one. He's not strong enough. I can't block with one arm. He's pushing this shin in. I need to block with both to have the leverage that I need to cover this kick. I step in and block. Then from here, block. And then from here, I can do any of my techniques. Watching this again, I'll show you a light counter that we might do later in the video. I step in, block, boom, boom, and strike. Or I can stay there off of the block real easy, block, and kick back. But you have to move in strong. Good footwork. Watch how my feet move. They slide in. Pick the kickoff. He moves in, slide in and pick that kickoff. Slide in and pick the kickoff. Using the forearms to move in on that kick. You gotta slide in and smother that kick to keep it down. Now we're gonna work against the left body kick. Very important on the left kick. On the right kick, it's okay to take some chances because he's only kicking my back. On the left kick, I have to be very conscientious of defending. I don't want my elbow out because if I miss the block, he catches me in vital areas, my body, the ribs, the sternum, the stomach. It's easier to knock me out. I have to be very strong with my block. This elbow's got to stay tucked in. If you don't tuck the elbow in, you're going to buy the farm on this move. So you keep the elbow tucked in and you move over. You have to move over to eliminate the kick. He'll kill me at the end of the range of motion if I don't move. See? Put it on. See, he's moving me because I didn't move in. You have to cut him off. Don't wait and take kicks at the end of their motion. You got to move in. Move in. Move in. From here you can strike back. I'm in my strong stance. I have to move in though. If I don't move in, I'm at the end of his kick. You kick. Moving in. You slide. Moving in and jamming his kick. Very important. And smother slightly with those arms. Watch him again. Just don't put your arms up there. Relax. See what happens. I get bucked. I've got to push with those arms. Block with those arms. Watch the right leg again. The same thing. I block with those arms. Don't leave them there. I get kicked. I have to be strong. Block with those arms. Block and kick. 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 See how I'm walking through the kicks, blocking strong. You just can't let those arms lay there. You have to resist and pivot. That's the middle kick block. Now we're going to defense the high kick. The high kick, very important as any other kick, almost much more important than any other kick. If I miss the block on the high kick, he's going to kick me in the neck. It doesn't take much with the shin bone. You catch a shin bone on the neck or on the side of the head, it's easy to get knocked out with that shin bone. So very important, you got to be conscientious to keep those hands up and make the right block. We're working on the right high kick. Again, it's all about moving in. Do not give him the range of motion. When he right high kicks, I move in, jam the block. Bend those knees, strong stance against block. Cup that leg, he kicks hard, block, moving in. He kicks hard, and block and move in. Do not give them the range of motion. So again, you cup and move in, and up. Moving in, and up. See how I keep those elbows in? Just in case he goes lower, I have to pick it up. Don't have the elbows out high because he'll catch me under. All right, watch it again. Pick it up, picking it up, moving in. That's the right high kick. Now we're going to work on defending the left high kick. Very important. In other disciplines, a lot of martial arts, they're blocking outward blocks or trying to downward block or just pick one arm up. In this style of kicking, full-on fighting that you'll see in Muay Thai, kickboxing, K1, NHB, any of these full contact disciplines, if Jason's kicking at me, I can't block with one arm, or I can't try and outward block. I've got to block the real deal. If he's kicking hard, I'm going to take it off with both hands. I step in, take it off. Until I move in, I try and back him up. I don't give him range. See how he's kicking hard? I've got to jam his range. I don't want to stay back because I get hit. When he kicks hard, I move in. I move in. I move in. This way, real easy as you get going on the counters later. Oh, I can punch, I can kick, I can do anything I want to do. But I've got to keep that elbow in, tuck the chin. What I want to do is extend my glove. See, I open it up. Not tight fist, because look here, let's turn it. If he kicks here over my glove, he still catches my temple. I want to make as much blocking space as possible. Make this forearm tucked, this glove as long as possible. Drop your chin. He kicks at me, I drop. I don't want to block here and have him kick me in the face. I've got to tuck, protect. He kicks it, blocking it. Blocking it. Okay? So very important, bump, move in, and block strong. You can't try any of these lighter blocks. It's got to be aggressive blocking, otherwise they'll kick right through you. Now we're going to defense against the high kick by evading the high kick. Instead of taking it on the arms, especially if our opponent is strong, he's kicking my arms, I start to get hurt from the power, I evade him. He's here, he's trying to head kick me. What I do is pull back. He's trying to reach for my head, I pull back. So real important what this move looks like. When I'm doing it, I drop my back foot back, I lean, I'm pulling my chin out, right hand stays up, I drop the left slightly. I don't want to keep this left up because he'll still catch it, and he's able to go right back to a stance. I want to try and make him miss as much as possible. He kicks at me, I want him to miss so I can strike back, you see? So again, I step back and reach. So again, he kicks at me. See, I pull back, but I'm right back in. I pull back, bounce, I'm right back in to strike back. He tries to catch me, and pull back. Kick back, and lower. Especially, you got to time it on their step. If they step real hard, lean even more. And back, you see? Real easy, and step, and back, and then you're right back in. You don't want to put your feet together. You take that step back, and lean. We can use that the same for the left kick. He kicks at me with the left, a little shorter pull. You see, especially if he steps in hard. He tries to come at me and kick. Pull back, and don't get kicked. You pull back, and kick. Big step at me, and pull back. As you get smoother with this, you'll get more time. One of the best ways to catch him is if they're going low kick, high kick combination. If he goes low kick in and then tries to high kick, you catch him. Low kick and then high kick, and you can low kick him back yourself. But the main thing is pulling back. Keep that hand up just in case he reaches his hip and touches you. You got to keep it up. But good balance, pulling back. That's how we evade the high kick. Now we're going to take catching the kick. Catching the kick, what it does is throws our opponent off balance. We might want to catch them and strike back. Or sometimes Jason is kicking me hard. I can't take the middle kick. I'm blocking with my leg. He's kicking so hard, both of them hurt. I've got to slow him down. So if he's kicking so hard at me that it's killing me on the block, watch what I do. I step out and push him, you see? And you step aggressively. What the step looks like here, I don't want to stay here. I'm going to get kicked. I go step, angle back. Straight ahead 12, I step back to about 4 o'clock. I scoop the kick and I'm up on my toes. From here, I push in. Again, we'll do it slowly. As he kicks at me, I step back and grab tightly. I keep my glove up. I'm on my toes. I push him back off balance. Okay? Sometimes even as I grab him, I step, I turn him, boom, and kick him. You can turn them with the kick, or sometimes here, I step back, grab and pull them into your shot. A lot of different ways you can use it, but don't put the cart before the horse. You've got to master the grab first. The grab, do not do this. Kick, take the kick, because now watch him kick me hard. See, I'm going to get hurt. I've got to evade the kick. He kicks, grab. And I can strike. Real easy. We'll look at it from the other side. Getting on those toes. Kicks. And get that face up. So I keep my other arm up to protect me so he can't hit me. So watch him again. He kicks. Step up. Grab aggressively. And push. Okay? Now we're going to defense the left kick. The footwork is quite different than the other footwork for the right kick. When the left kick, we can't stay in our stance, so you have to actually switch our stance. I'll explain why. When Jason's kicking at me with his left, I can't stay here and grab. He's kicking all the way across the front of my body. As you can see, everything is exposed here. I can't step out because I step straight into the kick. It's going to hurt me even more. What I need to do is step backwards with my left foot and grab. You see that? 2 things. I didn't get hit on the front of my body, and he can't punch me with that hand. If I stay in range, 1, I get hit with a kick. 2, he can punch or elbow on me. I need to stay out of range by not getting hit across the front of my body and that elbow and punch. So watch the footwork. I step back and turn my body. So what I'm doing, I don't even move my right leg. Just your left leg. You pull back and crank up. Step back with your left leg. So he kicks at me, and then step back. He kicks at me from this side. I step back. Now, you don't want to get hit in the front of the body. Kick, and hand up. Watch him again. He brings that kick at me and kicks. And hands up. Remember, you can't stay there against the left kick. You have to step. That's the defense for the left grab. Now we're going to work on defending the front kick, the push kick, or in ties, the teep kick. Very important is being able to defend against this. Many of good fighters have been pushed around the ring or used this to set up other shots. You've got to be able to eliminate this. The tip kick is like a jab. If you can't defend the jab, the guy's going to get combinations off on you. What it looks like here, he's push kicking me in the body. If I can't defend this, I'm going to have a hard time wearing me down. So what I do is pull my hip back slightly. I'm hooking the foot out of the way. He push kicks at me, pull that hip back. Especially the harder he kicks, I pull back and push it out. As we work on counters later, naturally that low kick's there. As we go into it later, low kick, or one of my favorites, pull it out and hook. But the first thing you have to do before you strike back is defense. You don't want to get it caught up on you. If you get caught, you got to move. Don't try and do the block while it's touching you. It does not work. It's too late when he's on your body. You see, it doesn't work. Watch my hip and butt. Hip. If you need to, slide back a little with your right foot. See that? Slide back. Get it out of the way. Aggressive. See this glove here, the hook? Use that hook on the glove to hook his foot out of there. If you want, you can even grab it and strike. We'll work on that later. We hook that foot. Just don't tap it. You've got to be the boss on this block. This is a strong kick. Push it out of the way. When he hits, hook it out of the way and move. Hook it out of the way. That's how we defend one of our defenses with a push kick or a front kick. Now we're going to work on another defense for the push kick. This is in case we don't have time to get that kick right away. What we do, being an athlete, a fighter, you got to condition your body. This relies on you doing your sit-ups and stamina for your body. Jason's catching me with the push kick. He's catching me with this. I don't have time to block it. Now watch what I do. Hard. He tips. I catch him. I catch it on a rebound. I make my stomach tight and catch it. Sometimes, in some fights, I don't care. I'll keep coming forward. He hits hard. Bam, catch him. I don't care. He hits hard. Bam. If you have a good fighting heart, that won't bother you. You can frustrate your opponent. Main thing is tighten your stomach, good strong stiffen, and grab. As we get going later on counter, see I pull the leg out and kick. So again, he kicks and kicks over. Sit, pull it out, and kick as we get going, or even punch. Main thing though, tighten the stomach and pull, and you grab a hold of it. Now there's one other way to defend the push kick, front kick, tip kick, even a side kick for that matter, jamming him. When he goes to push kick at me, take my leg up, push, and jam harder. Push, and kick, 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 and jamming him. We'll turn it to the other way again. He's push kicking at me, and kick, push, and kick, push, and kick, kick. With the ball. Push. There you go. Push. 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 Picking that leg up strong. Push. Push. And kick. You can jam that kick nice and easy. Alright, you pick that leg up, turn it slightly, and you push off your back leg to resist against the push. Now we're going to defend longer distance, the right leg or rear leg for distance. A little bit more power. He goes, rear leg, push kick at me. What I need to do is get a range, move, and get her out of the way. Again, aggressively hooking. As we get better, sometimes you can just knock as you slide your feet. But you have to be aggressive and knock that up. Hand comes right back up after you're done. Don't drag that hand so that you can get bait. The last thing you want to do, he blocks my push kick, drags the hand, and boom, gets punched. So you don't want to just drop that hand down and leave it. If I go here, boom, you got to bang it and right back up. He goes push kick at me, bang, right back up. Watch him again. And he's trying to reach into my body. I got to move my hips back a little bit. And back up. He goes again, back, and up. Back, and up. Knocking it out of there, hands right back up. Using that hook of the glove to push the push kick outside my body so I do not get hit. That's how we defend against the back leg. Now we're working again on the right push kick or front kick defense. Before we work batting it away, this is in case we can't bat it away, we're working on rebounding it off our stomach and catching it. So last time, he was tipping, we batted it away. We can't get it off. He's knocking me around. It hits me, and catch it. You see, it hits hard, catch. It hits, and catch. Pull back. Hit, and catch it on the way back. You see again, hit, and catch it. Watching how we do it. Ideally, some of the moves will learn later with this. is you can put a thunderous right hand behind it while you hang that leg up in the air. You hit, bang, come in, punch, real easy, hit, come in, elbow, or we can kick off of that, knee off of that, any of our strikes. But the main thing again is tighten that stomach, keep that catch, and the higher you get his kick, the more problems he has. You see, get that leg high, get them off balance. Now we're going to work on the defense against the side kick. It can be a troublesome kick if you don't take care of it. What we're going to work on is jamming it and bringing our knee up and checking into it. He tries to side kick me, I pick my leg up, and side, pick it up, side, and picking it up, side. He goes side kick at me, my knee comes up. We can't kick when I side kick. We turn it, and that's what you do. You bring that leg up to block it, leg straight up, and block. Leg straight up, you pick that knee up, and you build a wall of defense against that side kicky kick, and leg up. You're jamming the side kick. Now we're going to work on defending the spin kicks, or in Thai terms they call it a crocodile tail kick whip. What we're going to work on is sidestepping, similar to what we did against the spin back fist. He's coming in at me. As soon as I see him spin, move to the side. Don't stay there. This can be the kryptonite from kickboxing or Muay Thai style. The last thing you want to stay here and do is get caught up in the middle. It's easy to do. You've got to be able to move and not stay there. He spins, sidestep. Watch it again. As soon as you see that head turn, we've got a sidestep. Here he comes. Sidestep. Or, even better, he spins, push, run him over. Push him over, but don't stay there at the end of the talk. Push and over, but don't stay there. Or again, sidestep. Just move with them. And that's how we defend our spinning back kick. Now we're going to work on defending the spinning hook kicks or wheel kicks or tornado kicks to the head. Similar to how we defended the high Thai round kick. We do our pullbacks. He goes to spin at me. I just reach it and pull back. Here's pull back on his kick. He goes to kick and pull right back. Watch it again. Pull him back. Drop that head. Just pull him back. And you're right back in here to counter with what you want. Go like this. And kick. And back. And pull back. And back. Very important to bounce and get out and back nice and easy. As we work on this a little bit later, what we might want to do as well is cut kick. We'll do that later in the count. It's also on this spin. He goes to spin. We can move with them as well. Move with them, sidestepping wonderfully, especially you want to confuse him. He kicks. Oh, he doesn't know where we are. You see, you move with them and sidestep. Evasion, our number one weapon. Now we're going to work on a very important technique. Anytime you're fighting complete fighting, extreme fighting, any complete martial art, Muay Thai, kickboxing, you're going to see the elbow strike. You've got to be ready for the reality of it. The most important thing to remember in elbow is keeping your hands up. That is your insurance policy. When the elbow hits, it's sometimes like a mallet and a razor blade all in one. What we're working on is defending against the right crossing elbow. He's going elbow at me. I step in, I have to jam. I don't want to lay back against the elbow because he'll go over my block and catch me. When he hits with his elbow, the tip of the elbow is like a razor, and that forearm elbow is like a mallet. What I want to do is jam, drop my weight in, drop my weight in, and pick it off. I've got to move in, push with my legs. I don't want to lean back. At the same time, keep my other hand up. And step in, and elbow. Jamming, tucking my hand like so, elbow in, and bracing so I don't get hit. He steps in, elbow. We'll look at it from the other side. Steps in, elbow. And I drop my weight. Don't stand straight up because when he elbows me, he plows right through me. I've got to drop my weight. Dropping my weight. And elbowing. All right? That's how we pick that off. Now from here, we have the left elbow. It's the same side. It keeps coming in at me. What I do, he comes in, I pick it off, keep that other hand up, and I jam him a little bit, because if he tries the right elbow, I've jammed him or pushed him, I can keep that hand in his face, very important. If he comes to elbow, he can't throw it. The most important thing with these hands on the inside with the elbow combat is not to keep your hands tight. You've got to keep them out. Pick them off. Make sure that they don't have room to keep hitting you. When he steps in, I pick it off, keeping the hands up. And even sometimes I'm going to brace when they're close, grabbing the hold so he can't grab and hit me with the other one. I apply pressure, watch him from this side. He comes in with a crossed elbow, taking it off, stepping in. And bracing, keep my chin back, hands up, so he can't come across. And elbow. That's our horizontal elbow defense. Remember, keeping the elbow in and the hands up. Now we're going to work on defense in the up elbow. Very dangerous. More dangerous than even the uppercut in close quarters. What's happening here, Jason's trying to raise his right elbow straight up in between my guard and strike. The way I pick it off, I've got to keep my forehead chin down. I'm bracing just by cupping my arm down. The motion that's happening here is I turn my arm down to jam, and I got to keep the other hand up in case he throws the other elbow. You've got to be very focused. You can't freak out in here and lose your focus. You've got to stay relaxed, calm. Your behavior in an elbow type competition will make or break your performance. So when he comes in, I've got to pick it off, just dropping the wrist. Pick it off and jam. Don't stay back. If you stay back, he's going to reach it in. See how I can reach his hip in and drive that forward. Watch again, the extension that I got, if I try and lean back, he can extend it in and hunt me down. He'll hunt me with that elbow. I've got to jam it. Best way to stop him, jam. Jam it in there. Nice and easy. Jam that elbow, keep your hand up to it. Push off my leg so that he can't hit me. Jamming with pushing this down with your forearm. Don't try and cup it with your glove, because if it's a sweaty fight, you're going to miss. You can't cup it. You're going to get hit. You've got to jam the forearm. Jam, come in. Jam, and come in. You've got to get on top of him. Don't give him room to swing the elbow. Now we're going to work the left up elbow. Very important, again, is to move in. Cupping that leg. Do not lay back, because even if you cup, he'll go right through me. Because this ability, this is a unique elbow. It has a two-faceted strike. If it's close, he can pop it up. If it's long, he'll drive it straight into me. If he extends his shoulder and steps, he can drive it straight into me if I give him the room. So I have to pick it by jamming it. Pick it and jam. So I have to pick it off so that he can't move in an elbow. Arm down, and I've also braced the other one, because if I keep this one up, he's got an elbow combination on me. So, very importantly, I've got to pick both arms off. You've got to be meticulous in what you're doing. You just can't run in and grab one, because here, he catches me with the other. I pick, jam. And ideally, if you don't want an elbow, later on we'll teach you how to do clinching, or the Thai word plumbing. You don't want to stay out there and trade elbows if you don't feel comfortable with it. You pick it off, you jam the other one. Real easy. You got to pick it and come in and pick that elbow off, jam it so he can't swing that other one over. Very important though, you got to jam. Do not lay back, because again, he will hunt me. See how he comes in with that elbow. The elbow power comes off the legs. I pick it off and jam so he can't throw that right elbow. That's our up elbow defense. Now we're going to work on a very treacherous elbow to get hit by. The spinning elbow, if you don't see this elbow, it is very painful. When you get caught with this, you've got to cut it off, push in, the same way we've done on any of our other spin techniques. You've got to jump on this one. It's very dangerous when we're at close range. If I don't take advantage of this, I get the elbow right up the middle. So what I've got to do is jam in right away. It comes in, drop, and push. Drop, but make sure it protects. Get inside the radius of this elbow by tucking in and pushing with the left. Watching one more time. You see my legs? I push off my feet. If I don't push off my feet, I will not get in. See, if I lay back, boom, let go. So, Oh, I get caught. I've got to get in. You've got to get in inside the radius. Push. Push inside. Again, push. To jam them. It's all jamming them. So from this side, watching my feet especially, again, you've got to move in. You've got to get inside of them. Using that back leg. It all goes back to stance and footwork, what we started the whole series with. We get in here. Many good fighters have been KO'd by this because they don't see it coming. Whenever you see a spin, you got to advance in. He comes in and moving in. That's our defense for the spin elbows. All right, we're going to work on defense in the step knees. There's two types of knees in the Muay Thai kickboxing competition. It's step knees, which is not grabbing and knee, and grappling or plumbing and knee. We're going to work on the step knee. Jason's coming in. Sometimes he might come off a punch and catch me under. He might go right hand and then catch me. Ooh, very painful to take this knee. What we have to do is push them off. He comes in to try and knee, push. That's your best defense. But don't push and go backwards because I'll still get hit. I have to use my legs, push through him. See where I push to? Open that glove up, those hands up, pop him in the throat. He comes in, push. Then follow him, jam him. He comes in, push. I can even use my forearm to push. Watch him again. He comes in at me with the left, push. See, I rough him up. You got to be the boss when you're in the ring. When someone's trying to come in with these knees, ideally, he's going to step knee me if I get hurt. He's going to hang on me, or he's going to elbow me. So I've got to keep him off of me. If you don't like the knee game, or if you like the strike, you don't want to get in the knee game. He comes in, push. You see, push him back. Push. Push, shove that face, almost like a cross face in wrestling. Even if he goes right knee, same thing. Push. Go in. Push. Keep him off. Push. All right, very important. Push your opponent back. He's coming in. Push. 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 Keep him back. That's when you use the push. Now we're working on another knee defense, but most of the knees are to set up. Most of the guys want to knee once and grab a hold and clinch. But what you got to do is stop them in their tracks. He tries to step knee or switch knee. Real easy. I take that knee up and push. Push. Don't let him go. Push, knee. Otherwise, he's going to get a hold of me, and then I'm going to be caught in a position. He's going to try and pound that knee into me. That's it. I've got to stop him right away, dead in his tracks. He comes in, turn your knee up. You see how you're hitting his leg? Oh, knee. He comes in with his right. Turn. See how I push and turn. Knee. Keeping him off. You don't want to let him get a hold of you. Same thing before. He tries to come in with the knees. Push as well. Push. Block with the knees. Don't let him grab you.